Along with making AI YouTube videos, I am very heavily involved in creating and architecting lots of LLM applications. I can tell you that these applications are very powerful but brittle at the same time. A single prompt can leak private data, a clever jailbreak can hijack tools, and harmless questions can veer into toxic or non compliant territory. That's a core problem. How do you keep the flexibility of a generative model while enforcing product, privacy, and safety rules every time it's called? This is where I think OpenAI has done wonderfully well. They have provided these guardrails, which is a thin layer that sits around your model calls and make those rules explicit. Yes, it is from OpenAI, but in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get it installed locally and then use with Ollama based local models. No API needed, all that can be running very local, very private, offline, and for free. You don't have to pay anything to OpenAI. That is a real open thing. So what happens is that you write a small declarative configuration that defines what's allowed and what isn't, and the system automatically checks requests and responses against it, so your app doesn't rely on ad hoc string checks or ever growing piles of custom code. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe, and please become a member, as that would help a lot and you will be displayed at the front page of channel too. Coming back to this OpenAI's guardrail, under the hood, Guardrails runs a configurable pipeline with up to 3 stages. There is a pre-flight check that runs before the LLM call, which you can say that some sort of moderation screen or masking private information in the user input, and then input checks can run in parallel with the LLM, for example, jailbreak or prompt injection detection, while a response is being generated. Output checks validate the generated text, which could spot any private information, it could filter URLs or perform compliance fact checks before it reaches your users. When something violates policy, Guardrails trips a safety event you can catch in code, and you can choose between failsafe, keep the app running if a guardrail itself errors, or fail secure to just stop the application immediately. And the good thing that it's a drop-in OpenAI compatible client which you can use with local servers like Ollama or even any other OpenAI compatible tool. So let's get it installed. I'm going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Let me create a virtual environment. If you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to their website in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs, so please do check them out. Now next step is to install OpenAI's guardrails, and it is simple pip command, as you can see here. That's about it. Now once you have installed, and it is going to take a few seconds, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are iGent, which is the world's first multi-agent workforce desktop application that empowers you to build, manage, and deploy a custom AI workforce. Now I'm going to use Ollama based model, so just go to ollama.com. If you don't know what Ollama is, how to get it installed, it's very simple. I have done heaps of videos on it, but for a very quick one, from Ollama's website, click on download. For Mac and Windows, download their exes. For Linux, just run this command and it is going to install Ollama for you. For models, just click on models and then go with any model of your choice. I already have Ollama installed, so let me quickly show you. So if you do Ollama list, there is no model here. I'm just going to go with the DeepSeek R1. It is going to download one, and it's a distilled model. It's not the actual pure DeepSeek model, but let's go with it at the moment. And that is all done. So our OpenAI guardrails are installed, our model is there, and now we are all set to go. So the first step which we need to do is to define the guardrails. You do it in a JSON format in the JSON file, or If you have OpenAI account, you can even create it in their console graphically, which is way easier. But still, you can see that all I'm doing, I'm defining the guardrails for both input and output. And for input, I'm just filtering the URL and I'm moderating it in the categories of violence and hate. Whereas for the output, I'm checking if there is any private information, sensitive information like email address, phone number. You can of course change it, anything. I have just put it in as a placeholder. For the code part, all I'm doing, I'm just using this command. All this is doing is creating a guardrail wrapped OpenAI client that point to local Ollama model. As you can see, it is all running local, and from there it sends a request using the response API, and this is just OpenAI compatible to my local model, and then it prints the model and what happened there. And you can see that I am just, it is fail pass, so that if something happened it will continue running, but it will at least give us the warning. Or if you want to stop the application in case of any guardrail being violated, just set it to true. Okay, so let's get it running. So I'm just going to run this app.py, and I haven't set any API key from OpenAI or elsewhere. And the model has responded, and because the model has responded quite well, there are no switches or tripping happened because guardrail couldn't trigger, as everything is fine. Okay, next up, let's test it out in some of the prompts where it might trigger some stuff. So some email, some credit, random information, and then some URLs which shouldn't be there. So let's run this to see what it does. I will let it run in real time. So first it is fine. Second one, because it's email, I specified it in my guardrail, so it failed. And then this also failed because tripwire was triggered, execution failed. Again, credit card it allowed because it is not really there. I think it should catch it, but again, it says that use a cipher word and all that. Okay, now if I just go up, you see, because I didn't provide it, it has just allowed me there. But it says that it has given me some heads up. Email because I provided it. So it is very customizable, which you can check out. So again, never trust even these guardrails. As you can see, some of them work, some of them don't. Always put an extra layer, and it's always good idea that for very critical cases, there should be a human in the loop. That's it. Let me know what do you think. Please like the video and subscribe. And more importantly, as I requested, please consider becoming a member, as that helps not only channel a lot, but you would also get your mention at the home page of the channel, as you can see here. So really kudos to all of these members. Thank you.